welcome along to Diecast Restos for this restoration of a Lesney Matchbox 16D Case Tractor. These bulldozers were made between 1969 and 1974. It technically spanned the Superfast transition but remained unchanged with its regular wheel style rollers. Mine is missing its orange-yellow plastic canopy, which you can see here on a mint example. Here's a similar case tractor without a shovel, which the model is based on. I need to drill out this large central rivet and two smaller ones located at the front. The stylised roller cover on this side needs straightening out in order for me to remove the lower yellow portion of the casting. The front two rivet posts are too small to tap, so I will rely on them snapping the base back on later on when I complete the build. There were limited adjustments made to the casting during its production run, mostly surrounding the base lettering and minor body modifications. The shade of orange-yellow varied, but otherwise no models received trim, all had black rollers fitted, and green tracks were the norm until the final issues. These had black tracks. Like so many examples, mine is missing the plastic canopy that would have covered the seat. Sadly, nobody seems to make reproductions at the moment, so if you have a spare going or could 3D print one, please do get in touch. But I will persevere with the rest of this build in the knowledge that it won't be 100% complete by the end. Case were an American agriculture equipment company in existence between 1842 and 1999, but continue to date under a different guise. It was one of the country's largest producers of steam engines in the late 1800s, while also producing a range of harvesting equipment. They later produced tracked vehicles and loaders for the US military. After being one of the top 10 tractor producers in the nation, focus switched in the 1950s to construction equipment. Case's parent company Tenneco purchased International Harvester's agricultural equipment division in the 1980s, merging operations with Case to create Case IH. Case IH continues to operate today. The original Case Corporation merged with New Holland in 1999 to create CNH, later CNH Global, later again CNH Industrial. Case IH and Case Construction Equipment now operate as two distinct brands under the CNH Industrial umbrella. As always, I'm applying the ever-reliable TAMIYA TS8 Italian red to the body of my Case casting. I'm still yet to use another shade of red on any of my work, unless metallic or clear. I use the darkest TAMIYA yellow I have to hand, TS34 Camel Yellow. This should dry a bit more orangey than it appears now. The rollers are treated to a coating of Citadel Gloss Nuln Oil, despite the fact they will be hidden by the tracks and side covers. But I did decide to not apply chrome trim to those axle ends. Anyway, now to rebuild the case. The front should click firmly over those two rivet posts. Then the solitary central screw will connect the rest of the body to the base. Lastly, I fit these reproduction tracks that were a real pain to finally get into position. But once there, they look excellent. So here is a reminder of how my Case Tractor Bulldozer looked to start with. It had some very worn red paint, similar with the yellow. It had definitely been played with outdoors, with some evidence of sand and dirt. The roller cover had been bent inwards on this side, obstructing the rear roller. And the canopy was, and still is, missing. Likewise the track, but I managed to find some reproduction of those. So let's take a look at it now. The green replacement tracks were very difficult to fit, but looked great alongside the red and yellow paint scheme. So difficult were they to fit that the right side track began to split a little, as you may be able to see. But I straightened out that roller cover and covered the entire body in TS8 red. How much better does it look for it? Sadly, I'm still missing a canopy for it, but again, if anyone happens to have one going spare, or could 3D print one for me, please let me know. I would say case closed, but until I have that canopy cover, this case is certainly still uncovered. If you enjoyed this rebuild, please drop the video a like, leave a comment and hit the subscribe button. If you're interested in supporting the channel on Patreon, please follow the link at the end of the video or in the description below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you again for the next one. Bye for now.